Hello, everybody. We're here giving you guys the behind the scenes on episode 2, Making Eye Contact. Here today, I have with me Lewis Boyd, the executive producer of The Dude Show, Daniel Gilmore, the director, and associate producers Jordan Lanham and Max Weiland. All right, so let's start off here. We got two scantily clad ladies here making out with each other, smacking each other on the bottom, and then soon to be bending over with our logo on there. Jordan, give us your frame of mind while this was being shot. Give us a little insight on what you were thinking while we were doing that.
Sitting behind the camera, that was a little bit awkward. I've never shot anything like that before, so having two female asses right in my lens was a little bit awkward, and I appreciated it a lot more though afterwards.
You did. All right. I think everybody did that day. I think everybody did. All right. So here we have small Handia, little penis infomercial here that we shot. You have something to add here, Jordan?
Yeah, can I point out that you made all the white guys not happy and all the black guys very happy? I thought that was pretty funny.
You know, it goes by so quick. I don't know if people catch that, but I enjoy it. Oh, Max, there's you, buddy.
This is the first cameo. First of many more unfortunate cameos.
And not the only shot of his penis.
Oh. Yep.
Now, obviously, we're pitching a product that makes your Johnson look bigger, and by way of just having sex with chicks with small hands. Now, while I was delivering this, you'll notice that we jumped to actually your cock looks super big in the hands of a midget. Now, it just so happens that on that day we had a midget on the set while we were shooting this, and so as soon as I delivered that line, your cock will look huge in a midget's hands. I look out of like my peripherals, and I see the midget staring me down. And I was thinking, first off, well, Eric, I would have kicked his fucking ass. I would have handed him his ass if he tried anything. But still, nonetheless, it was an awkward moment. It was an awkward moment.
I like how you just admitted you beat the crap out of a midget.
I would. One time that little fucker, he kicked me in the
nuts. That part gets me every time. When you say midget hands, I die laughing every single time. And that picture is just fantastic.
Yep.
I also love that we're selling absolutely nothing. You're selling an idea. Pay me $19 when you don't even have to pay me because you can just take this information and run with it.
So there we go. That was Small Handia. One of my personal favorites.
Voiceover is great.
Yeah, voice. Inspired by Bane. Actually, I tried to do Bane because I didn't like how my voice sounded on the set. Oh, ay caramba! Here, now we're talking, guys. Only problem I have with this, everybody involved with this that day was the book is covering her breasts. Who was in charge of this? Lewis, account for yourself. Daniel.
It's only covering one of the breasts.
Oh, come on, man.
2 would be better, but
yeah. This is definitely a situation where 2 would be better than 1.
Well, I think next time you should be butt naked.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Max,
I swear we'll blur it. I promise we'll blur it.
I'll do my best.
So there was Crystal Hill Theater.
I think we're not delving into the pool of like strippers who are also actors. Like, get them out. Like they'll get naked. I'm sure.
Well,
Lewis, they're also just a wee bit more expensive.
Yeah. Well, sure. Lewis, when you're casting next time, keep that in mind.
I need $6,000 to say this line.
If you notice the sweat stain, our special effects team on the set that day did not create that sweat stain.
No,
he brought that to the set. That's what improv guys do. These guys are actual real improv dudes. I think they did a really good job. That's Mason. You're staring at the bald, basically the large penis head. And there's Chip. Chip's a great guy. Definitely going to be working with these guys again. Talking Sith. These guys had fun.
Grievous.
Max, you're a big Star Wars fan, Max. Did we get basically the little dialogue these guys talking about banter? Did we get it correct?
Yeah. I think pretty close to correct, I'd say. I have a few discretions, but I'm going to talk to you privately.
Oh, okay, great.
Wow.
Remind me not to ask you anything more in this during this.
This was, I have to say, this was one of my favorite ones to actually put together, because this was one of the first times since I was in maybe junior high that I actually got to sit down and rotoscope a lightsaber.
Oh, very good job, guys.
I made a lot of Star Wars themed films when I was in junior high, and those were all done rotoscope by hand, and I was glad I got to go back.
And
to that.
that's how they did it for the first Star Wars, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's how the lightsaber still is the weird little jump.
Yeah. What you guys are going to see here is we fire up the lightsaber. These two guys right here, they created that. I think it looks just as good as Phantom Menace, man. I really do.
Better than Phantom Menace.
Better. That's what I mean. Better. I only wish I only wish we would have had some blood kind of coming out of Chip for that. But
Well,
good
we'll
job.
remember that for the next time we have a lightsaber.
Well,
effect.
remember that a lightsaber cauterizes the wound, so there would be no blood.
And I like the fact that Greasy was wearing a Star Trek shirt.
Wow, Max. All right, so I think we're going into Ho Depot, which, by the way, we've noticed now, even in the infancy of the Dude Show Network, that it's become popular among peoples. So we did our best to bury this sketch fourth in on second episode, but here we are. That was part of that decision-making process. So jumping to Ho Depot,
Oprah.
their brand new reality show on the OWN network. Lewis,
Hi, I'm Harvey Lancaster.
on that day, I came with this ridiculous voice, which if you're listening to the audio commentary, you can't actually hear the voice I'm doing, but it's got like a speech impediment. And I remember thinking, this is going to suck. And Lewis, thank you for saying, hey, no, just keep going with it.
I love that you made a choice and just stuck with it. You know, like it's.
Well, that's what thespians do, Lewis.
Yes.
It worked well. This is my favorite sketch.
It is.
I love
Okay,
this.
by the way, 98 degrees there that day in the...
I think we were over 100.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Definitely 98 in the shade, because you would go in the shade and still sweat. It was bad, and all blacktop, miserable. We're kind of in the pseudo ghetto of Van Nuys, and that was
yeah, you can see the truck.
yeah, that's my truck. Look at
There's
that.
a truck in the background. Yeah. Oh, you can see Lewis's
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes in the
Yeah, then-
background, too.
It's about to get a cameo.
Yeah, this was really fun, and all these girls were really good. In typical fashion of casting, you send out a casting thing like 2 days before you're going to shoot something in Los Angeles. You say, we need hot chicks coming out and you're going to play prostitutes. And then you get a bunch of girls saying, hey, I'll be there. And then, 1 out of 10 show up. So this day we came up short. There's our friend Lindsay in the back with the brown hair. She
Hey,
was nice
Lindsay.
enough to... Yeah, Lindsay, thanks for coming down and doing that for us. Anybody remember anything from this day?
Well, I remember very clearly that when we were shooting this segment right here, because we had the girls out on the street actually like waving at cars that drove by. Like we didn't
Yeah.
even those weren't like Parkcaster crew or anything. Those were just people driving to the church that was
Yeah.
right next door. And I remember thinking, we are going to get shut down. We are going to get shut down so fast because we've got girls out there looking like prostitutes and. Oh man,
We
I
weren't
I
in a
was
very
so
good part of
nervous.
town either, so it probably just wasn't a good idea.
Well, Lewis is always part of his job as producer is dealing with. There's always some a-hole from a neighborhood because we never pay for any of these locations. Someone going like, I don't know why you're shooting in this neighborhood, and Lewis has got to come over and smooth it over. And,
Nope.
Hey,
Here we go.
look, it's my only appearance on camera so far for
Let's
the
see
Dude
if we
Show.
can see ya.
Hey,
Let's see
hey,
ya.
look at that.
Right
Look at that.
there.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
no. Oh.
I was wearing my Doctor Who shirt that day. That was a good day.
Looking good, buddy. Looking good. Oh, and here's the. She's got some crabs.
Velvet.
I love that the shot, like, mistakenly, but somewhat on purpose for the second take, ended up, you can see where our end frame is, that it just was a glorious mistake that just happened.
This
And
one.
there
There we
it is.
go. There you
The
go.
first time we shot that, I remember looking at that and I was just like, I am gonna have to get that the next time if we go again because that was hysterical that she would just keep scratching even afterwards.
This is dedication.
All right, and here we are with our dear friend, Chris McRitchie. I will say this about this guy. He is a well of useless knowledge about movies and TV. We watch TV and like it comes over a lot. And we just like kick back and watch TV. We'll watch an episode of like I Love Raymond, and some like 50-year-old broad will come on the screen. He'll go like, "Oh, that's Joyce Johnson," and I'll be like, "I never heard of her." And he'll be like, "Oh, she did a 3-episode guest appearance on Three's Company in 1978, season 2." And I'll be like, "Holy crap! How do you know that, McRitchie?" But he's just got that stuff down. So, by the way, great green screen background here. I don't know where we got
Yeah,
that.
probably one of the better ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
that keyed incredibly well. I mean, aside from the host stuff, that was probably the best. Now, I do have to say, when I was putting this together after I got it from Daniel, I was watching his review on this, and Max and I were both kind of sitting down, and we were watching this over a couple of times, and it got to a point where we were like, God, how long has it been since we've seen a Bachelor Party? And we were like, God, years. So we were like, to hell with it. Let's just watch it. In the middle of editing, we just stopped and watched Bachelor Party because McRitchie's review was so good.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Well, the original concept was first off, he's been quoting movies ever since I've known him, and he really gets into it. He's doing it right now, actually. And the fun part of this is we thought, look, we got enough people on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, every other asshole thinks he's got an opinion on Iron Man 3 or whatever. But no, let's go into the vault. Let's find those hidden gems, and this guy's the right guy for that. And I think we could probably have McRitchie on movies, McRitchie on McRitchie on that. Oh, I won't say. I thought Lewis is waving me off to not get anybody in trouble.
No.
But I think it would be funny to hear his take on some different things too, like McRitchie on Thai food. I don't know.
Just get him really passionate about it.
He's a passionate man. He's a passionate man. By the way, what kind of alcohol is that? Because that did Dewar's. That started almost full, and by the end of the day, that was this segment.
Yes, I do remember.
And by
that.
day, you meant a couple hours.
Yeah, there you go.
I got.
Oh, look at the PSA.
PSA. This was cut
Sarah
into the
Blackman.
original part of the Home Depot sketch, but we felt it was running a little long, so we popped it out here. Those parents, if they ever track us down, having them in this sketch, might kill us.
Yeah, we're gonna have a few losses on our hands.
Yeah.
I love the teardrop here.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Well done, Gilmore. And then we end with the herpes.
Yeah.
That was my lip, by the way.
He had to pull down his pants for that lip.
By the way, this I think this is the one where we did the outro where we go to shotgun a beer. That's how we end the show every time, Greasy and I. And I believe this is the one where Greasy dumps the entire beer on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This the one?
Because this is Fat Guy dancing at the end, which is or Fat Guy seducing a fridge at the end, which is my favorite.
There,
No, I'm sorry,
Oh, no.
pyramids. I was wrong.
Pyramids.
I think that one's episode 3.
I don't remember now.
I love Walter, man. Look at it. Look at his
Those are
and
coconut shells.
There he goes.
Coconut shell bra. That's great.
Yeah. And
He's an amazing character.
It's
Walter,
like a boss.
solid guy.
I think this is how you make world peace right here.
Well, by the way, we went and looked later on. We tried posting this online. And it said this will not be able to be seen in Egypt. They're that uptight about
Who said that?
if you go online and look at content like where you can find this sketch online. I think it's like Fat Dude.
I think I think like on the administrator page it said it was blocked in Egypt.
blocked in Egypt. Like,
Oh, that's
Just
fun.
in Egypt?
This particular
just this
clip.
part.
yeah.
I'm surprised this did not get blocked like
Everywhere
everywhere
in
outside of the United States. Period.
By the way, look at
Why?
the moves on these guys. Like I just like the
That was
talent.
like choreography.
Well, I was thinking it would be banned pretty much anywhere in, that
Everywhere.
area. But it's probably because they're dancing in front of the pyramids. That's why.
Yeah. So there we go, guys. That was a little bit of behind the scenes for you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for the audio commentary of episode 3.